Hello, beautiful stars. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am Astar and welcome to Sourcelight Star. So, in this video, we are gonna be channeling messages from your higher self. So, this is guidance from your soul, basically. Anything you need to know right now. So, this is a timeless reading. The moment you tune into this video is the moment that you need to hear this message. So please choose a pile, whichever you are most drawn to. Pile number 1 is Emergence, pile number 2 Nurture, and pile number 3 the Fire of Transformation. See which card you are most drawn to. Find the timestamps in the description box and I'm gonna be seeing you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. So this is your reading if you have chosen the Emergence card. And what I'm hearing is the hermit phase is over. So you're definitely coming out of the cocoon. I'm seeing a lot of butterflies. I'm seeing a breakthrough moment. And this is really your soul coming through to let you know that all the work that you have been doing was not in vain. And there is really something about also divine timing coming through. So you were always meant to be the butterfly. You were always meant to emerge out of the cocoon. Some of you have been going through a very, very dark period for a very long time, but this was really the preparation for what it is that you have wanting to manifest. So we cannot be a butterfly if we don't go through the phase of being in the darkness of the cocoon. So it's really about detaching ourselves a little bit from the pain and the darkness, and that it is really safe to go out now, to emerge out of the shell now. And this very much has to do with solar plexus energies, with sacral energies. Like, it's really, if you haven't felt inspired in a long time, or if you felt that pleasure was lacking, or sensuality, maybe even sexuality was lacking, anything that is connected with your willpower and your sensuality, this is very strongly being activated right now, because I'm really seeing a sunrise. It's the energy of fire and water coming together, like the creative juices are flowing again, like you're really entering a phase that is very, very, yeah, you will feel inspired, basically, inspired to create, inspired to spread your wings and to rekindle the inner flame. And it's really, yeah, it's really very much also connected to the heart space. I'm really seeing this beautiful green color. So it's, yeah, the emerging. And is it even, oh, now I notice it for the first time actually. She is a mermaid, so basically the body of a fish. And fish in Lenormand is always talking about calling in very much soul tribe and calling in people who support you, and it's calling in riches. It's also calling in basically the emergence from the underworld, because we have to think of the fish like being the creative portal, the female portal that allows the spiritual dimension to be expressed into the physical form. So this is actually the Vesica Pisces. And if we are talking about mermaids, they actually come from the other side of the veil. And when they are singing their song, it is basically inspiring art. So there is very much something about making the unconscious conscious, or bringing the darkness to light, or actually the phase that you went through, maybe in the darkness, in the cocoon. This is actually the fuel that is charging your creations. Because very often, many artists who are depressed or who are going through a lot of creative blocks, or a lot of setbacks, or a lot of failure, they're actually the artists that create the art that is most beautiful, because they are connected with the truth. Like, they're able to go deep into their psyche, they're able to connect with source and the universe on a very deep level. And that's why this figure is coming through with the fish like a mermaid. Like, you are a very, very deep soul, and you're able to create art, or to emerge and really bring depth, or really create something of substance. So it's really, yeah, you're coming through as a very deep soul. So let's see what your soul has to tell you. Any messages from your, okay, I'm gonna take all of them. Any message from your higher self? Oh, beautiful. Okay, strong energy already. Now I know today's a bit tight, so let's see how we do this. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, Seven of Swords, the Emperor. I'm being told to pull some more cards. Any messages from your soul? Any guidance from your higher self? What do you need to know right now? Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. It's coming through as a confirmation. Okay. So, basically, I hope you can see. Wait. Let's move this around here. Making some space. Okay. So, the Three of Cups definitely comes through as a confirmation of what I've been sharing about the fishes. So you're definitely in the energy of attracting people and situations that really resonate with you on a soul level. It's really about filling each other's cups, where you can offer something to your community and you also will feel nurtured by your community. Like it's an equal give and take. Maybe you're coming out of a phase where you felt that there was not a balance between giving and receiving. Maybe you were giving a lot but not really receiving something back, or you were serving a lot or putting in a lot of energy and effort into something without really seeing the results. But this was actually a test in order to really help you understand your own power or your own potential, because it is very much about the training basically was for you to be able to believe in yourself and to believe in your skills even if the results were not immediately showing up. So the universe wanted to see, are you giving up even if the results don't show, or do you still believe in your power? Because I'm being made to feel with the Seven of Swords, you have been letting go of every thought pattern or belief system that made you believe that you're not worthy, that you're either not worthy of success or either not worthy of emerging as a butterfly or not worthy of the things that you wanted to manifest. Like the reason why things have been very slow and very stagnant and very quiet is so that you could really let go of these swords, and also healing your heart. With the Three of Swords, this is really coming through as the confirmation of you emerging out of a very, very dark place. Because the thing is, if we are wanting to manifest happiness, if we are wanting to connect with our soul tribe, to bring in abundance and blessings and joy, we first have to heal our heart space. Because if we still have one single thought in our mind field that is making us believe that we don't deserve to be happy, then we will be sabotaging ourselves. And even if it's then there, we will not be able to enjoy it really. So the reason why you had to go through all these pains and all this purging, like I'm really seeing with the Three of Swords, it was very heavy on your heart. It really felt like almost a punishment. But again, your soul is coming through to let you know it was not a punishment. It was a preparation for exactly what it is that you have been manifesting and praying for. And guess what? Now is the time to emerge. Now is the time to celebrate and to allow this sensuality and this joy and right to enjoy, like truly living. Our existence is not about suffering. But of course, if we want to be truly joyful, we first have to let go of the swords that are in the way so that we can truly enjoy ourselves. And the reason why I had this beautiful reaction when I saw this card is that always when I see this card, it's reminding me of Grandmother Spider. So the spiders, when they show up, they always come with a message. And that's why I encourage everyone to be friendly to spiders. They are really nothing to be afraid of. If we let them be, then they are not attacking us. Like if we kill a spider, then we might have another spider who then bites us. But if we really revere them, even if they are as they are, like I understand many people can be fearful about how they move their eyes and like 8 eyes, and it's like it looks like something to be afraid of, but the grandmother spirit is actually connected to the very, very deep unconscious, the very, very darkness. Like, this is really talking about the causal realm. This is really talking about the first stirrings of creation, when, yeah, it's basically the first step of creation from the great void into starting to weave the web of creation. So grandmother spider, the reason why we say grandmother is because it is the subtlest, highest, deepest expression of spirit. Because the eight, also the number eight, then spirit is the number nine, like creating the spiral of creation, creating the web of creation. The eight arms, that's basically the eight of the infinity symbol. So if we fear spiders, then it actually means that we are afraid of our own depth. And if we fear spiders, it means that we are afraid to connect with the unconscious, with the deep, dark. When I say dark, it's not dark as in evil, but it's like the hidden realm, the underworld. And the reason why the spider shows up is because in the underworld, in the causal realm, something has been woven for you. And you couldn't see what that is because you were very much focused on healing your heart. So you actually felt like nothing was moving forward, where actually in the depth of your unconscious, on the other side of the veil, the universe was preparing something for you, and it was weaving the threads, weaving the webs, and actually bringing souls together. Because in this web there are all these stars, and the web of spirit is connecting all the stars. The web, the spider's web, is the spirit web that connects everything in creation. So this really tells me that your soul's mission is connected to other people. So you are meant to manifest whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest. If it's calling in your soul tribe, if it's bringing in whatever your manifestation is, know that it's already written in the stars for you. Know that it's already woven in your destiny, basically, and things are happening behind the scenes, even if you might think that in the physical realm not a lot was happening, but actually a whole lot was happening. Because right now with the chariot, I'm being made to feel that you're gaining momentum. I'm being made to feel that you are then using the wisdom that you have acquired through these challenging experiences, and you're moving forward being connected to the heart space. Because the figure is again wearing this green color, I'm actually feeling this is the same person, this is you riding the chariot, emerging as a butterfly, moving forward with the wisdom that you acquired. Turtle is always talking about our inherent wisdom, and knowing that things in a spiritual, like, from, if you would look at your life from a spiritual perspective, if you look at your life from a higher self perspective, then you're actually you're right on time. Like, please don't ever think that you're behind, or please don't ever think that things are not moving. They are moving. The web is being woven for you. And again, I'm being made to feel that you're entering a very prosperous time where you will start to collaborate with like-minded individuals. The Three of Coins is always talking about collaboration, again, connecting with our soul tribe, and just situations that make you feel fulfilled. Like, it's really bringing in this sense of joy, fulfillment, and wholeness. And with the Four of Wands, it's talking about celebration, about happy marriage coming together. The Emperor is very much talking about a new foundation, a new structure. And again, everything that happened before, especially with the Three of Swords, removing the pains from your heart, this is what allows you to create a solid foundation. Because again, if we have not done the work yet, then we cannot build a solid foundation. Then when situations and people show up, then we might, if we still haven't done the work, then we might sabotage ourselves. And then we are basically, it's not possible to be in this joyful energy and to experience all the love and the abundance if we have not yet learned how to heal our heart and connecting with our soul, connecting with our power. But you're not afraid to do the work. I really see that you have done a lot of work, and this is precisely why now is the time to emerge. Now is the time to celebrate, and it's okay to be happy. it's okay to also experience joy. And especially after we have gone through a very dark period, we might think that will I ever be happy, or is it ever going to be possible to get out of this place? But your source is coming, your source, yes, your source, your soul, your higher self is coming through to let you know that yes, now is the time to emerge, now is the time to celebrate. And again, I'm being made to feel your foundation is very, very solid, and everything you build from now on is really long term. And the healing that you have done in your heart space, the work of also soul retrieval is coming through, like reconnecting the threads, connecting the dots, and making sense of this whole experience, making sense of this web now allows you to move forward in a way where you are connected to your higher self, connected to your soul, connected with your purity, and now you have wings to fly. And now you can really create something of substance that is able to be in your life for long term. So congratulations from your higher self, like your soul is really coming through to commend you for the work that you have been doing. And if we are doing the work, if we really are committed to healing our soul and raising the vibration of the collective, then the blessings will always come. Thank you so much again also for tuning in, and I hope you resonated with the messages. Please let me know if you did. And I'm also offering personal readings, so you can reach out to me at any time. And I'm wishing you a blessed journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye, much love. Hello, beautiful soul. So this is your reading if you have chosen pile number 2 with the Nurture card. And this is a very, very beautiful card. It immediately reminds me of Venus, Isis, Saraswati, Freya. This is very much talking about a new beginning, but a new beginning for yourself. Like this is you taking the central stage. This is you being fully embodied in your beauty, inviting in more grace in your life, inviting in more ease in your life. Like I'm really seeing that the seeds that you have planted a very long time ago, they are now starting to sprout, because it is really about moving through this garden of abundance where you see all the flowers, like you start to smell the flowers, like you start to appreciate the beauty again. And I'm being made to feel you are really also starting to appreciate your own beauty. And that's why Isis is coming through, Venus is coming through, Aphrodite. This is the goddess of love. This is the goddess of nurturing ourselves. And many of you are also going through a pineal gland activation, because I'm immediately being taken to the milk. So actually there are the two main glands in our brain, which are the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. And the pituitary gland and the pineal gland, they are actually secreting, it's basically DMT, or it's a substance. One is white and the other one is golden. And this is the golden nectar and the milk. So this is milk and honey. So when we are talking about the land of honey and milk, the land where honey and milk is flowing, this is actually talking about the secretion of your pineal gland and the pituitary gland. And when this secretion takes place, there is this secretion not only in your glands, but also a subtle secretion in the astral realm. This is then the fountain of honey and milk. And this is what truly allows you to embody your divine essence, your divine grace. Because the Cosmic Mother and Isis is all about the embodiment of wisdom. You remembering that you are the embodiment of the divine, that you are the divine expression, that you are the Divine Mother. And that's why the roses are coming through, like we are the flower of awakened consciousness. And you have many, many layers. Like always when I think of flowers, especially roses, we are thinking about all the different layers. And you really come through as an ancient soul. So many of you have been working in the temples of Isis, of Ishtar, again Venus. I'm really seeing lifetimes where you were dedicated to the adoration of spirit. And that's why the ruby ray is coming through. That's the ray of devotion, of bhakti. So some of you definitely are bhakti yogis, like you either actively follow the path of bhakti yoga. That can also mean chanting, or just in a way like you love the beauty of creation, like you're really devoted to source and to the divine mother, and this aspect of yourself is like really coming through now. And also with the world, I'm being made to feel completion of something, completion of a cycle. And again, as a result, as you're starting this new cycle, all these flowers are starting to bloom. So let's see what this is about. Messages from your soul, messages from source, basically, because our soul is source. Our soul is source, our higher self is source. So messages from your higher self, messages from source. Any guidance for right now? So let's see. I'm gonna shuffle these ones as well. Any messages from your soul, anything? Okay, oh, all of these, perfect. So let's see. Oh, love it. Judgment. The Chariot again, it came up in pile number 1 in exactly this position. So if you felt drawn to pile number 1, please check that out as well. There definitely is a message for you in there as well. And the Four of Wands again. So I feel this reading is really coming through as a celebratory reading. The day I'm recording this is also the day of the lunar eclipse and the full moon. Now obviously this is a timeless reading, but you still get the energy of this day. So beautiful, beautiful. And the Chariot twice, like wow, okay, this is very, very much coming through as a confirmation. Not so much about moving forward like in pile number 1, but since it's coming up twice, it really talks about the marriage between Isis and Osiris. And this is exactly what creates this secretion in the astral realm, like the secretion of honey and milk in the higher centers, basically. Because when Isis, which is the divine feminine energy, the Kundalini, the Shakti, is rising along the spine from the earth towards heaven, and it meets Osiris in heaven, then the divine union is taking place, and this is what allows this secretion to take place. And this means spiritual enlightenment, where we are connecting with the Supreme Soul, where we are connecting to the sun, basically. So it's really about stirring up the unconscious earth energy, the Shakti, the Kundalini, allowing it to rise. And this is what the moment the Kundalini, the serpent, meets the sun, meets the eternal flame, which is Osiris, then this enlightenment happens. And this is where you then remember, oh, of course I am the whole universe, I'm source, I'm my soul. And that's why it's really coming through as this celebratory energy, because it really comes through as the judgment day, like you are really committed to following your dharma in this lifetime. And that's why this energy of bhakti yoga was coming through, the energy of really being devoted to the path. And right now I'm being made to feel, since the Chariot is coming up twice, since your pineal gland is activating, some of you it has already been activated, or for some of you the flowering is then going to be this secretion taking place, like it's different for some of you. But as soon as the secretion takes place, as soon as Isis is marrying Osiris, as soon as the individual soul has married the universal soul, this is where you literally become an instrument of spirit. And that's why the Chariot is coming up twice, because it's really talking about the Holy Grail. It's talking about you being a vessel for the divine. And that's why this energy of grace was coming through. And when we are devoted to spirit, when we are devoted to our soul and to source and to the beauty of creation, then we are creation, and creation happens through us. So we are basically an expression of this divine creation. And again, when we are in tune with our heart, when we allow source to flow through us, then we are magic. Then we are the embodiment of magic. This is Isis, basically. Isis, the goddess Isis, she knows that she is an embodiment of magic. And this is the aspect that has been activated for you, or is being activated for you right now. And this is what allows you to really move into this new chapter That's why with the world you are closing a cycle and moving into a new chapter where you are literally being guided by spirit. Like I'm seeing in my mind's eye, I'm being shown not Cinderella, Snow White, who is being, no, is it Cinderella? I think there are two scenes. One is Snow White, one is Cinderella, where all the animals are coming and helping her to put her dress on, and like it's really being guided by your angels, your spirit guides. They are very, very present also in this reading and in the whole energy, and they're really helping you to bring in this Four of Wands energy. Again, Four of Wands and Chariot has been showing up in pile number 1, so if you feel called to watch that, definitely tune in. But it's a new beginning that finally allows you to be joyful and happy. And actually, these figures, they are looking at the past, so this always is past for me and this is future. So you're now able to look at the past but from a completely new perspective. And this is when we are truly able to transcend the past, to really let go of what has been. Because if we still hold resentment or negative emotions with the past, like if we still haven't made peace with the past, then we are not really able to move forward in a zero space, in a neutral space. But right now I'm being made to feel it's the last bit, the last time when you look back at this darkness, but already from this higher perspective. And this is then what allows you to completely let go of it. Because right now I'm being made to feel you are able to look at everything that went on up until this point, but through the lens of compassion, through the lens of love. Like you're not beating yourself up anymore of what has gone on. Like you're letting go of resentment, like you are literally forgiving yourself. And this is why you one last time look at the past, and again moving forward, then completely renewed, completely, yes, the Fool. And it's so beautiful. Always when I see the fox, I'm being reminded of the nature of Set. So this is the ego. Like you have learned to, you have basically mastered your ego, when then the ego starts working on your behalf. It's about knowing that basically spirit is moving us. But I'm being made to feel that you know that. You have embodied that divine grace. You are an embodiment of divine grace. You know that it's spirit working through you. Yes, you have done the work, but this is due to your higher self working through you. So it's really about being humble and being confident at the same time. And this is the mastery. This is where we are able to be proud of our accomplishments, but still know that it's basically Source doing the magic. And this is where we can then be proud of ourselves and confident, but in a balanced way. But the thing is, if we don't love ourselves and if we don't respect ourselves, then we will always perceive a person who does as being arrogant. Because that person is basically reflecting back to us the things that we are not yet looking at ourselves. And this is actually the mastery, being able to love ourselves and to be confident without taking the perceptions of other people personally. Because again, we are allowed to love ourselves, we are allowed to be proud of ourselves. And since we are, it doesn't mean that we have a spiritual ego. Like it's really about being healthy with loving ourselves, and always obviously not putting ourselves above anyone else. Because if we say that we are better than someone else, then this is acting from the ego, because we're still wanting to have this higher perspective where we are all equal. We all are equally divine. We all are equally sacred. Some people, they have understood that. Other people have not yet remembered our divinity. But only because you have remembered your divinity, it doesn't mean that you're arrogant or self-centered for embodying your divinity. Like you're allowed to be a divine being, because you are. You are an expression of the divine. And since you have remembered that, you're allowed to embody that. And don't listen to the naysayers, don't listen to the people who have not yet done the work, but they will get there too. And in the end, we are all our soul, we are all Source Creator. And that's why it's so important to have compassion, not getting angry if someone attacks you, but really having compassion. Like, okay, wow, they perceive you as being arrogant, but then maybe they have not learned to love themselves. So instead of reacting to that in a negative way, we're wanting to have compassion and hold space for them, so that we can all remember our divinity. And this is where we are all moving towards. We are moving towards an existence where we are truly connected with our soul. This is the judgment day. This is really the calling of our soul. Like some of you are connecting with Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel singing the trumpet. This is basically the reactivation of our purity. Like the color white, it's connected to the purity of our soul, and allowing that aspect to fully be seen, to fully be expressed, to really use our creative ability to act with our divinity and to be confident in that. Leo energy is coming through, like we can shine. And some people again will be triggered by us shining, and some people will be inspired by us shining. But no matter if someone is being triggered by you or inspired by you, it's still, your light is still acting as an activator. And the reaction other people have of you, it's their story, it's not about you. So you're allowed to shine, you're allowed to take up space, and now is the time. Now is the time to really allow your beauty to be seen, allow the beauty of your soul to be expressed. And this is really also what is helping you to build a very, very strong foundation, thanks to the deep dive that you have been doing. Like very similar energy to pile number 1 again. And with this new beginning, it's almost like you're not really seeing what is beyond this point, because you just trust. So it's basically an invitation from your higher self, from your soul, to continue trusting and allowing the magic to be unfolded through you. And this is truly what it means to be in flow, to embody the divine feminine energy and to allow the divine mother to awaken again, allowing our magical abilities to awaken again, and allowing again our soul to flow through us in divine grace. Beautiful energy. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel these messages for you. I really hope you resonated. Please let me know if you did. And I'm also offering personal readings. You can reach out to me at any time. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye, much love. Hello, beautiful soul. So this is your reading if you have chosen pile number 3 with the fire of transformation. And I absolutely love this energy, very strong, very powerful. You literally are the phoenix rising from the ashes. And this is actually also talking about, like we have the moon here. One thing is completion, the completion of a cycle, the completion of a major karmic cycle actually, because it says radical purification and the violet flame. So the violet flame is very much talking about releasing karmic energies. It's very much about connecting to the unconscious, to the subconscious with the moon, and bringing up like ancestral karma. I'm being made to feel you have on a soul level decided to purge and release a lot of generational karma. So you're definitely coming through as a spiritual warrior, and the reason why you might have been going through a lot of challenges in your life, or you felt like you constantly have to go through this death and rebirth, like I'm really being made to feel you are the embodiment of the phoenix. Like you have been dying over and over again in this lifetime in many ways, like old aspects of you have been dying to be reborn again and over and over. It's like this endless cycle of, oh, when is this finally finished? It almost felt like a tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, and it just felt like it was never ending. But the thing is, this radical purification, like you really were committed to liberating your lineage basically, because in this lifetime we have the chance to almost have a fast pass. So the work that we are doing, this is actually the work of hundreds if not thousands of lifetimes, because we can choose to have a less intense path where we then maybe have one tower moment in our lifetime, and it's just, yeah, it takes us longer to release karma. But since you are coming through as the phoenix, a very powerful soul, a very deep soul, also with the indigo, I'm being made to feel you are they're very much a star seed, a master, definitely connected with magic since a very long time. Like many of your incarnations, you were practicing magic. So a soul like you was necessary to release this karma, but with this fast pace. So you chose to come here again to have a fast track, and this is why you have been going through tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, because you just wanted to get rid of it all at once, basically. And guess what? You have done it. You have done it because right now is the time for you to emerge from the ashes. And that doesn't mean that there will not be any other tower moment happening. Of course, as long as we are in this earth plane, there still will be transformations. But I'm being made to feel with this cycle ending, also the number 10, right now, the very deep purging is over, like the very deep cleansing of just painful experiences and pains. Like these are basically the pains that your ancestors were not able to transmute. And that's why precisely you have come into your family, like you were born into your family lineage in order to liberate your entire lineage. But again, not only your blood lineage, but also your cosmic lineage. So you're really coming through as this, yeah, you are the phoenix basically. And again, the cycle that is ending is letting go of, let's say, the karma with the violet flame. And right now you're entering a phase where you will still be going through cycles of death and rebirth, but it's not a tower moment where it's like pain and destruction and like really this deep unconscious energy. It's more like rediscovering yourself through joy, through pleasure, through connecting with your soul tribe, learning about your own magic. But it's less, it will feel less like a fight. It's more like a dance, like dancing with life. And I'm really being made to feel that you have mastered the dance of life. You're very, very in tune with your soul already, because our soul, that is actually the phoenix. So if we really talk about, yes, messages from your higher self, messages from your soul, our soul is the eternal flame, the eternal fire that goes through this eternal death and rebirth, creation and destruction. And this is actually also Osiris. So Osiris is also the eternal flame which goes through the eternal death and rebirth. This is also the energy of Shiva. Some of you are connecting with Shiva again. Also, if you want to invoke the presence of Shiva, or if you want to invoke the violet flame or Osiris, it's definitely helping you to let go of these last bits and pieces, because right now is the time for resurrection. Right now is the time to actually bring this golden nugget that you have. Yeah, it's the alchemical gold that comes out as a result of burning all the other things to the ashes. So the process of calcination is actually talking about this destruction. This is the destroying aspect of Shiva. Also Sekhmet is coming through. Some of you have been working with Sekhmet because you're not afraid of the fire. You're not afraid of the destruction. You have walked through the fire of purification, and as a result you come out with so much wisdom and really refinement. Like gold is also talking about your soul. Like you have been refining your soul, refining your wisdom. And again, I'm just looking at the eyes of this phoenix, like you're so deep, like you really come through as an indigo child, a crystal child, or just a very, very magical soul. So let's see what else your soul has to tell you. Messages from your higher self, messages from source basically. No, this is too much. These two and this one, and then I'm gonna use these cards. Messages from your soul, messages from your higher self. No, this is too much. 1, 2, yes, okay. Let's see. 7 of Wands, okay, yes. 4 of Wands, okay, wow. Oh, I love it. The cards keep on repeating themselves. Not entirely, but yes. Maybe you want to check out pile number 2 or all the piles. That's why the thing is, I always encourage everyone to watch all the piles, because yeah, it is really a healing transmission. It's basically, I'm channeling source, I'm channeling your soul. It's like healing energy. So there is always a message for everyone in all the piles. But yeah, for some reason people prefer pick-a cards. That's why I started doing them again. But let's see what the message is from your higher self. So yeah, this definitely comes through as a confirmation that you always had to kind of fight yourself through life. Like always, it always felt like a struggle, like you needing to prove yourself or being misunderstood or really being challenged also. Because if we come in as a very awakened soul, like I'm being made to feel for some of you, your third eye was already open when you incarnated, or your Kundalini was already activated when you incarnated, or from a very early age on, you were super connected with spirit, like you were very much embodying your divine essence already. But I mean, being made to feel that this has attracted a lot of shadow energies to you, and they were trying to mock this divinity within yourself. They were trying to challenge you again. They were trying to make you doubt your own light. And because you are such a sensitive soul, such an empathic being, like you're really coming through as someone super connected to the divine, to the higher realms, because of your sensitivity, you then started to internalize other people's perceptions and projections. And so you started to doubt your own truth. But this again was part of the healing of your lineage. These challenges that you were facing, or these people attacking you, or people projecting things onto you, this was actually the way you could then let go of this karma, because the karma of your family was actually resonating with these attacks, was resonating with these doubts, or with this not believing in your worth or not believing in your truth. But since you are super connected to your soul, since you come through as the phoenix, you knew, or source knew, that you were able to let go of these pains. And this is precisely why source, your soul, has called in this experience for you, because a soul like you is necessary to do this work, and you have done it. You have mastered, you have gained balance again, because with the temperance it's really coming through up. It's about holding your ground despite of being challenged, being confident in your truth even if other people disagree with what you have to say, knowing about the truth of your experience, like even if someone told you, oh, this is only an illusion, you're just making it up, or it's very much about detaching yourselves from other people's perceptions and really being balanced in your truth. And this is the mastery, like literally the eternal flame. Like you have rekindled your eternal flame, because the eternal flame knows that it cannot be destroyed. No matter how much darkness you go through, you always come out as the phoenix from the ashes, and you're truly invincible, and like you truly have mastered. And again, the mastery is about connecting with source, about knowing that you are an eternal infinite being of divine source light, a divine expression. And with the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, definitely, if you have been going through a cycle where things were very slow, right now things are starting to pick up pace. Like you're really, I'm seeing this fiery energy, this moving forward, where also with the Knight of Swords, it's really a more fast pace. And something about your healing journey, something about finding this gold within the ashes, is really gonna help you move forward with, yeah, your projects. Like something like you're meant to be some sort of a teacher or a healer or a channel, an artist. Maybe you have to come up with something innovative, because the purple always talks about innovation. Some of you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or your Neptune or Uranus are in Aquarius. It's very much this energy of revolution. Like you definitely contribute to the shifting of ages. You definitely contribute with your art, with your being, with your presence in this earth plane. You contribute to, yes, closing the cycle, but for all of humanity. Like it's a really huge cycle, what I'm seeing. It's not like a short phase of your life. Like it's really a cycle that is ending, but it has to do with your soul's journey. And that's why the Fool is coming through. Like it's a complete reset. And then with the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, this is very much coming through as the feeling where it's almost like being afraid of fully showing up as your truest and most authentic self. And so, if some of you still feel a resistance in truly showing up as your magical divine being, then knowing that this is still part of these projections, where maybe every time you try to show this aspect of yourself, other people told you, who do you think you are? Or every time you were confident, people told you to shut down, or like it's almost this letting go of other people's projections and perceptions of you, and knowing that this was part of making the shift. This was part of actually adding skills and expertise, because there is something about your path which is very important, like something connected to your path. A thing which is very important is being able to understand other people's perspectives. So there is something about being able to empathize with other people, and that's why maybe you were projected on a lot, or that's why maybe you had to almost fight for your own truth or fight for your own experience. But again, these experiences and these challenges were here in order to add expertise, because again, I'm seeing this golden nugget again, and this experience is what truly allows you to let go of the past once for all. And you're really coming through as a teacher, a mentor, or a guide, where you are then really able to heal people or really able to guide people, because you have the perspective of all the things. Like, you have the perspective of feeling disempowered, but also knowing how to reconnect with your power. You have compassion for people who are projecting their stuff onto you, because you understand that it only comes from a place of them being disconnected from their light. So it's really about knowing that it's okay to stand out, it's okay to take up space. A very similar energy from all the three piles. Like, it's really our soul, our higher self coming through to let us know that it's okay to take the center stage. And then of course, if people have made us feel bad of taking up space or showing up authentically, then it's something we still need to get used to, like rebuilding our confidence and rebuilding our sense of self. But this is very much coming through as letting go of these projections, letting go of karmic energies. Like, the reason why these shadow energies are attracted to you is because it resonates with something that you wanted to release in your lineage. But again, number 9, the cycle is closed. Number 10, it's a completion of a cycle where you are being reborn once again as the phoenix rising from the ashes. But again, this time it's like the celebratory energy, where you are then learning about yourself in a joyful and happy way, instead of needing to fight yourself through life, and instead of always needing to be in this constant struggle. Like, the 8 of Wands energy and the Knight of Swords energy is bringing in momentum, but it will feel like flow, like magic, just flowing with life again, allowing your spirit guides to guide you, allowing spirit to show you the way, and your wings are soaring, like you're really taking flight, and your light is so powerful. You really come through as a shadow worker, a light worker, a spiritual being, like you have been in all the realms, in all the dimensions, and you know what is needed to bring heaven on earth. Like, you have depth in your eyes. Like, I'm really, like, I keep on being taken to the beauty of your soul, basically. So allow this beauty to be seen, allow your truest and most authentic self to be expressed, and this is the expression of your eternal soul, your eternal flame. Beautiful energy. All the 3 piles were super powerful. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel these messages for you. I really hope you resonated. Please let me know if you did. And I'm also offering personal readings, so if you would like to have a personal reading, you can reach out to me on my email address at any time. And I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you a beautiful time. Thanks for watching again, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye, much love.